Europe is on the path to meet the 2050 renewable energy goals in order to meet global climate objectives as outlined in the Paris Agreement. Building an energy system that meets the demands of a carbon-free future means reimagining all things energy, providing massive opportunities to incorporate new means of energy generation, supply, and use, including the one contained in this glass of water. The water in this glass is formed from the bonding of hydrogen atoms with oxygen atoms. Hydrogen is the most abundant chemical substance in the universe and is light, reactive, and storable, has high energy content per unit of mass, and can be produced at industrial scale. Hydrogen can be used in various applications without direct emissions of air pollutants or greenhouse gases. That is, its only byproduct is water. Hydrogen itself is not a source of energy, but an energy carrier and feedstock which can be produced from a wide range of energy sources, both fossil and renewable. Currently, hydrogen is mainly produced from fossil fuels through steam methane reforming, and to a lesser extent, oil and coal gasification. These fossil-based methods account for more than 96% of global hydrogen production, which results in harmful carbon emissions. Hydrogen can also be produced through the electrolysis of water. When the electrolysis process is powered with renewable electricity, hydrogen may be considered renewable as the production and use result in no carbon emissions. Although historically used as a fuel for combustion, hydrogen is mainly used as a feedstock in industrial sectors, including iron and steel, glass, plastics, electronics, and chemicals. The majority of hydrogen demand stems from the chemical sector for ammonia production and refining of fuels. Despite the well-established hydrogen industry and history of fossil-based production, there is significant potential for global hydrogen demand to be met with climate-friendly hydrogen produced through electrolysis. In addition to replacing the main existing applications of hydrogen, when used as an energy carrier, hydrogen produced through electrolysis enables the use of renewable energy across all sectors. Renewable hydrogen can be used directly as a fuel and as a chemical feedstock. The hydrogen can also be further refined to produce a range of downstream products and power fuels, which serve as sustainable alternatives to conventional fuels, thus reducing harmful emissions. Renewable hydrogen and downstream products can be used for heating applications in both industry and in homes, as a fuel for various transport applications such as aviation, shipping, rail and freight transport, or personal and public mobility, as a sustainable chemical feedstock for the production of materials and chemicals, and for power generation and grid services. While hydrogen is extremely promising for increasing the use of renewables for our energy needs, there are a few challenges to its use. First, there are considerable costs associated with production, including the renewable energy needed for electrolysis, plus the cost of the system itself. Storing and transporting renewable hydrogen also pose certain challenges. Additionally, using renewable electricity to produce hydrogen is a lot less efficient than using renewable electricity directly, which is why it is especially important to use renewable hydrogen sustainably in applications that do not have any sustainable alternative. So, how can we implement more hydrogen into our energy systems to meet the demands of our climate goals? First off, and most simply, the continued expansion of renewable generation will create an abundance of renewable electricity for the production of hydrogen, which can then be used in applications that cannot be directly electrified. Further, international partnerships are necessary to enable nations with technological expertise and capital to form alliances with nations who have great renewable generation resources and renewable hydrogen production potential. Such global relationships are necessary to develop an equitable and international renewable hydrogen market. One of the cornerstones of creating an ecologically sustainable society is building an energy system that is carbon-free, and renewable hydrogen will play an important role in meeting the energy demand requirements of this future society. Something to think about next time you're drinking a glass of water.